Hello, it is iYikKam time again. So today I like to share with you the following very important concept. Most of the traditional Chinese martial art people today do not understand this and do not have a big picture of this. Uh, Even in China, after the cultural revolutions, a lot of understanding on ancient Chinese martial art has been wiped out. Okay. Same with in the West, where a lot of people just mix and match the philosophy and religions, all kind of stuff to make it up as traditional Chinese martial arts training. So it does become a mess today, okay? And what I'd like to share with you is the fact of the ancient martial art training, which is achievable and everybody can achieve it. And everybody must know this, okay? If one is training in Chinese martial art and want to get result. Why do we want to train on something which have no result, but just keeping believing tomorrow we get result, or the movie doing this way, or making the movie, using the movie as the standard reference, which is totally out of the reality. And also when it compare with the modern, such as MMA training, or the Western boxing, or the Japanese karate training, such as Kyokushin, so forth, it just cannot deliver, okay? And actually recently when I talk about this squat and the Xiu Lim Tao Wing Chun, there are many people debate out of the blue, and that tell me they don't really know what's going on, okay? But just debate for debate's sake, for the winning of the ego purpose. And this seems to be the trend, but we cannot blame that, because if there's no proper educations, everybody is going to behave like that, okay? And both of us, you or me or whoever, is going to behave this way if we do not have a proper basic education. So today I like to share with you the so-called proper basic educations of the ancient Chinese martial arts, instead of getting spin around with this internal art and all this mind power, all this structure, all this kind of stuff, okay. So ancient Chinese martial art have four levels, okay. The first level is the training of the body development, or as it said, Gong, and the applications. This is the basic, the first level, okay. So application of course is the uniqueness of the style, how to apply, and momentum, so forth, okay, techniques. As for this body development, or the Gong, that is two area. The Chinese say 外练筋皮骨. Externally we train the sinews, the tendon, and then the bones, on the skin, okay? That's external. And then it's a internally 内练一口气 internally you train the breathing. Qi here is not the this qi or that energy, no, it's specifically breathing. Okay. So to recap, the first layer of martial art training is to develop the gong or the body, and in parallel to study the applications of that particular art, specifically in terms of techniques and momentum. You know, because momentum is the bottom line of combat. Now, as for this, 外练筋皮骨 externally develop the or train the bone, sinews, muscle, skin. Don't need to think too far away. It is only on, like today's exercise. You need to exercise the whole body. Okay? Make sure that all part of the body works, function properly. That is about 外练筋皮骨. Okay? Now, as for the 内练一口气, internally train the breathing. Also, at this level, you do not need to take into philosophy, Zen, Qi, all this thing. No, it's just breathing. Aware of what type of breathing you are into. Okay? So, as in my book, the textbook, now here I want to call it a textbook. Inside there, the 4 states of the breathing. One need to know that. Thus, one can consciously know what type of breathing one is in. That is the 内练一口气 is about. Okay? So it is this simple. So the body development, you have the exercise to train your sinews, your bone, your joints, your muscle, and in the internal, which is the breathing, inside, you want to know exactly what kind of breathing you are using, what state are you in, and one can consciously choose what state. So this is all for the first level of martial art training. Okay? So recently, when I talk about the squat and the 修炼套 today people practice, seriously, the 修炼套 most practice today is not going to deliver anything good. Why? If you look at this basic, is this going to train your full body 筋皮骨 or your bones, your sinews, your muscle? No, it doesn't do that. In fact, it hold the heck out of the thing, okay? Because they want to have this so-called structure. I don't even know who actually invented this thing, okay? And it make the whole thing stuck. The next thing is about breathing, knowing your breathing. You look at the 修炼套 people, they say, oh yeah, you know, I need to do this by 20 minutes, the 3-5. And you watch most Wing Chun people doing those and doing the chain pan. Did they know their breathing? They don't. Okay? So this type of practice is violating even the most fundamental of the ancient Chinese martial art or traditional Chinese martial art, the proper development. You don't develop the bone, the sinews, the muscle. You don't know the breathing. So the body gong or the body development is totally wiped out there. And then you say, oh yeah, I just want to learn how to use the application of the art. So it's a Wing Chun. Okay, Lap Sao, Tan Sao. And even on the other side, we don't talk about momentum. So at this first level, the art is out if one train this way. And this is not what my opinion is. This is what the reality if one check into what happened in Chinese martial arts. Thus, one can do Xiu Lim Tao that for a lifetime and it's not going to do good as much as an air squat, which is really can train 外练筋皮骨，内练一口气. Look at the people who do weightlifting and get good training, okay, in the gym. They do air squat. They know how to handle their body, their spine, their feet, their joints, and angle, and so forth. And they breathe properly. So are you going to tell me that, oh, by doing Xiu Lim Tao this way, sampai for 1 hour, you can develop that type of stuff? No way. Because this is a physical world which have a cause and effect, which is causal systems. One don't get somewhere from going nowhere. Okay? You can stand there, hold all the body. Does it train even the 筋皮骨 or the muscle, the bone, the sinews? No. You just stuck there and hold on, and they call it structure. Okay? And then because our try to do this sampai part slowly, stop breathing at the chest, or doing chain pan. Just try to be fast or quick. How's the breathing? Okay. So if one want to train Wing Chun properly, one need to get back to the track of how the teaching of the ancient is. And that will par with the Western or the today's gym training. Because human is human. Okay? Only that way you can deliver. Now, so that's the first one. The second one is training of Qigong. Okay? Qigong. That's the second level. So what is Qigong? Again, this got nothing to do with the Qi flow here, Qi there, Qi this, Qi that. Or this internal art people market in the past 100 years of all this Qi. Got nothing to do with that. Qigong in this second level of martial art training is actually called Tu Na Fa. Tu Na meaning exhale and inhale. So they can handle their exhale and inhale. Why is it important? You want to exhale the carbon dioxide and inhale the oxygen. Strengthen your body. Okay? So whoever want to know the Tu Na Fa, this book, The Six Healing Sound, is Tu Na Fa. Okay? How one inhale, one exhale, and how a proper practice of it. That is Tu Na Fa. That is the critical or the important thing of why do we want to understand the Six Healing Sound. Of course, Tu Na Fa can go deeper to exercise or massage our internal organs. That's Tu Na Fa. Okay. So practically, basic is here. Okay, snow mumbo jumbo is the technical stuff. Okay, and all this need to converge with scientific today. Okay, one can bring it to the physical education department or automotive medicine department, study research in university and make the experiment, doing the research and test it out and verify and confirm it. And I hope somebody doing that. Somebody actually can wrote a PhD on that. Okay, I'm serious. Get this two book, okay, and do a research. You can do a thesis for master or a dissertation for the PhD study. You need to do that, okay? So we know what it is. Now, the third level is called 内功, internal 功. Okay? Watch out. They got nothing to do with the 内家, all those kind of stuff. Or internal. Today's everybody, when they say internal, they mean 内家, which is the marketing of the northern Chinese martial arts. Okay? Before you don't have this 内家 stuff. Okay? So, 内功, this level, what did they train? They train of using visualizations to handle the force flow and visualizations to handle the energy or qi meridian flow or the qi flow in the channel. That is 内功. So that is the force flow and the energy flow, the qi flow level. Okay. And one thing I can tell you, the Chinese 12 proper channels and the Ren Du jet channels and okay the talking about the 8 special channel, all of this are physiological phenomena. It is not as advanced as the Buddhisms or the esoteric Buddhisms or the chakra systems, the anapanasati's, energy handling. It's not that advanced. Okay, it's physiological. That's why for all this 12 proper channel, the Ren Du channel and the 8 special channel, as soon as one is a healthy person, all this channel has to be flow smoothly. Okay? So a newborn baby will be the best because it flows smoothly. Right? Only when people have sick or ill, then a certain channel is not flow, and then one help to massage it or using the visualizations to unclog it, or acupuncture or herbs to keep the flow going. That's what it is. Okay. And after the Song Dynasty, which is 800 years ago, you know, the time where 峨眉十二庄 was invented, people start to have this idea in China that talk about the Du meridians, Du channel and the Ren channel. Okay? Talk about how they do the breathing and then all those circulations. Those are just a partial stuff. It is like a way of thinking of a certain era. Okay? In fact, today people miss a big thing. This thing, the Rendu handling, is based on the handling of the energy flow from hip down to the feet. If this down to the feet is not be able to attain to the flow state or the light state on the leg tri yang channel and leg channel, forget about this thing. It doesn't do much good, especially for the people who want to healing their sickness or for the martial art purpose. Okay. So don't get into the Zen enlightenment philosophy. One need to know this is physiological stuff. That's why in Chinese medicine, it be able to use it for healing, for treatment of diseases. Okay, it's physiological. It's not something woo. Okay. So first level, the basic, the Kung Fu, the martial art training, where you know the applications, which is based on the momentum, and then your technique to support it, and then your development of the Gong, the body development, which have two parts. One is the exercise all the body to develop all the external the bones, the muscle, the sinews, and internally know your breathing. That's the first level, very low level. Okay, I shouldn't say it's low, because low is relative, right? It is the basic level. Everybody has to know that. If everybody don't know that, don't train that, don't develop that, one doesn't really practice traditional Chinese martial arts. Go on top. The second is the Qigong, is the Tu Na. Inhale, exhale handling, like the 6 healing sounds. Okay? Then one can massage the internal organ and so forth. Okay, have more energy, you know. If you have the full body breathing, you can have your energy 4 to 6 times. You're breathing 4 to 6 times bigger volume than just a normal chest breathing. Okay, and then you go on the third level, which is the internal Gong, which is the handling of the force flow of the body and the energy flow based on this physiology stuff. Okay, that's simple. And then the fourth level. The fourth level is actually the stillness. Still, like stand still, the still. Okay. Or in another term, it is about silence or quiet in mind. So, as in this book, it talks about the quiet state of the mind. Okay, and over here is talk about that too, because when you want to train, deeply training the Kung Fu, you need the settle or quiet down to the mind. Okay, so you need to know the state of the mind. So this is the 4 level. If one have a training, a comprehensive and a good training on the Chinese traditional martial art, one need to know this 4 level and be able to handle the minimum of every level. We are not talking about grandmaster. We are talking about this is like the high school level of the traditional Chinese martial arts. Now, look back in such a so-called Xiu Lim Tao. Everybody advocate about the magic of mind power, the magic of Sampai Fa doing such and such long. And then all your qi. What did they do You know, just go look at all whatever people talk about past 65 years or 100 years. Compare with what I just told you here. So whatever I tell you here, you can go do research in the Chinese martial art history and all this thing, and different people, and read the people like Nan Huaijing and all those experts writing this, or Zhou Qianchuan, and you can see this. So we are in a serious problem today. If we do not even know what we are doing, how can we get what we claim or what we think we're going to get? How can we get this result of strengthen our body and defend ourselves? It's practically cannot do it. Because it's about cause and effect. This is reality. So speaking of that, when I was young, I'm saying I'm doing the same with all you guys too. I argue the heck out of everybody, and I argue the heck out with all my sifus, until I met many sifu who asked me to shut up and just learn what it is there. Okay. Now we are in the West. How many of you guys will have the time and the opportunity in terms of language and meeting people to find out all what I'm telling you today? Okay. So we need to know, in this basic thing which I'm sharing with you, if this cannot be accomplished, forget about this martial art stuff. It's not even par with usual gym training. And somebody will say, oh yeah, you know, my martial art works. Sure. You go beat up a guy who doesn't know anything at all, it works. But when you look facing a formal trained martial artist, what will you do? Facing a pro MMA or pro K1, what can you do? Those are reality check we need to check ourselves. It's not just I train from this grandmaster, this lineage and that lineage. Sorry, those things cannot replace the law of nature, law of physics, law of human biomechanics, and the law of energy, or the Huangdi Neijing and the chakra system stuff. You cannot replace that. Okay. So today I like to share with you on this thing and think about it seriously. If you want to get something out of your martial art or your Wing Chun training, or your internal art training, or whatever you call it, this is what the fact is. We like it or not, this is the facts. And stop arguing with other people of, I can do this Xiu Lim Tao, this iYikKam Ma stance, or I can have this magic power. Why and what can we argue when we couldn't even do a proper squat, which is be able to exercise the whole body and breathing, knowing our breathing and breathing properly, which is the most basic level of the Chinese martial art, develop the body gong. And in terms of the techniques, knowing the momentum. So we said Tan, Bong, Fo, Chen Pan. Is that all for Wing Chun? If it is all, then Wing Chun is living in the movie. Think about in the Red Boat era, when those Wing Chun ancestors fighting the army or general from Qing, do you think that's simple? Those people have formal training as what I'm talking about here, the 4 level. Okay? Seriously. So this is not about me. or my lineage. It's us, 4 million Wing Chunner. Where are we going to? Why should it wait so long for 65 years and nobody tell us what the heck it is, and we wasted generations of our life? Okay? And are we going to continue to do that? I'll let you make your decision.